Hi guys, Paper Sage Ball here, and today we are going to be taking a look at at a scenario where civilization starts over. So, um, um, so I went ahead and added biomes to the world map, and then I can still like paint over it just fine. Like like it's actually pretty easy for me to paint the countries on there. So, uh, and then before anyone asks, no, this is not Fortnite. Uh, but uh, yeah. Um, um, hmm, where do I want to start? Um, how about what? Well, I kind of already did North America, so well, I don't think anyone did Asia yet, so, uh, yeah, let's do Asia. Um, oh, okay. So, um, so, yeah, um, um, so the first country here is popping up in China. Um, and then let me just let me just add another layer real quick. Um, okay. So that is a size of 4, and then I think I'll put its capital right there. And then we have capitals at a size of 10. That's that's quite a bit bigger than the major cities. So I'll make the cities at a size of 6. That looks a lot better. So, um, so China here is um is gonna do a bit of exploring. So, um, they're probably not gonna do too much. Um, and let me just, there we go. Um, okay, um, and then they're also going to claim it a little bit. Um, and then they're gonna go back to exploring. They're gonna go along the coast here. Um, and then it does look like I found this river, so they're going to explore that. Um, and then they're gonna claim along the coast here. And then they're also gonna claim this river and it's a lake here. And then, you know what? Um, um, okay. Um, anyway, so, um, yeah. Um, and then, and then they're gonna build some, uh, yeah, it's the same size. Okay. So, so they're gonna build some more major cities along the, along the coast here. There's probably not gonna be too many of them though. Just, just a couple of them. Um, and then we have, um, and then we have the, uh, the area that, that they just claimed, trying to break away from China. So, um, and then they're actually gonna do decently well, but, yeah, I, yeah, I don't think, I don't think this China would win. So, uh, yeah, um, and uh, then they're gonna put their capital, really far away from Red China. And then I actually went ahead and put a playlist on Spotify here, and it's just instrumentals. Like 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 I think this is every instrumental from my regular playlist. So I'll go ahead and put that on. Uh, Let me just get it off my headphones real quick. Seriously, that one first. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, um, there we go. There we go. I turned it up a little bit. And then Red China is uh is going to do some exploring up north here, and um and I actually found a forest up here. So so I do a little bit more exploring, but um and then yeah, uh, and then you know what? Um, I'll also have them explore up this river a little bit. Oh, that was an accident, but whatever. Um, and then we'll have them explore down this river. this is a really long river, so yeah, that is really long. So so they're probably not gonna explore all of it. Um, and then um, and then we have Blue China, exploring a little bit too. Again, not too far. Um, so um, and then and then Blue China is actually going to explore a little bit inland, and then they actually find a river here, so they're going to explore that one a little bit too. Um, and then um, and then we have Red China, um, claiming everything up to um up up to the forest here, and they're actually going to claim quite a bit of the forest here too. Oh, um, um, and then and then you know what? I I think we'll probably see Blue China just claim a little bit of the more inland land. Um, uh, and a little bit past this river here, but not too much past it. Um, um, and then China's probably gonna gonna also explore inland. I mean, like Red China is because um because Blue China also explored a little bit inland too. So Red China is probably going to want to do the same. And Red China is actually going to do pretty decent at it. They're actually doing pretty good at it. Um, and then Blue China is also going to explore inland as well. Just it's just not as much as Red China, but still quite a bit. Um, and then Red China is actually gonna it's actually gonna like claim pretty much all of the land that it explored so far. Um, so that is most of the forest that they explored. Um, and then down here to the plains as well. Um, okay, and then Blue China's probably gonna want to do the same here. Um, and then I did claim in the some of the unexplored territories. So of course I haven't explored it, 'cause why not? I'm basically right next to it anyway. Um, and then um, so Red China and Blue China got a bit too big, a bit too fast. Um, so they're probably gonna have some some rebellions, um, and then you know what? Uh, yeah, I'll change the, I'll change I'll change Blue China's color to be a little bit more similar to Red China's color. Um, and then Blue China is gonna have a rebellion. I mean, well, dark Red China now, but um, you know what? I will just call him South China. But South China is gonna have a um a pretty big rebellion in the in its south. So and then this rebellion is pretty close to the capital, so they're gonna basically immediately capture it. And then yeah, South China did not do too well against that rebellion. Um, but South China is gonna sign a kind of deal with with Vietnam here, so that they get to keep their capital, but Vietnam gets their independence. So, um, what wrong later? Um, and then we have. I don't think this one has any major cities, so um, so I think I'll just like spawn one out of thin air and just like make it their capital. So um, yeah. Anyway, and then North China here is probably also gonna have another rebellion because they also got a bit too big, a bit too fast. So that's way too similar. How about that? Um, um, how about this pink but pastel? Yeah, that. Well, I mean, like not really pastel, but whatever. Um, um, and then and this one is also gonna it's also gonna like like go a little bit into China, like North China basically, and and it's gonna do a little bit of damage, um but I don't think anyone would like like basically anyone would live here. Um So they're actually gonna do fairly well here. And then China's just like gonna like give them the land that they got. So, um, and then similar to Vietnam here, I don't um I don't think that Korea has any cities. So so also so also just like give them one, and then just like and then and then just like make it their capital because it's their only one. But anyway, um, I mean it's basically Korea, um, but they're actually gonna do quite a bit of exploring into actual Korea here, and I think and and they might actually discover yeah um the whole peninsula here. Um, and then that's a bit loud. Um, so and then they're also gonna claim most of the land that they explored. Oh, that's um yeah, these guys definitely got way too big. So um, you know what? Um, you know what? I think I think a South Korean rebellion would probably be um would probably be like would probably be a little bit like I don't know. And then South Korea is going to um, it's going to advance into North Korea here. So and then um and then South Korea is just like gonna get all that. So um and then again, South Korea does not have any cities. Um, so I'll put the major city right there, and then the capital right there. Um, um, I just realized that Vietnam is nowhere near actual Vietnam. Um, whatever. Um, and then and then South Korea is definitely going to explore Japan. So, um, yeah, yeah. So they find like this like like um yeah, they do explore a pretty good chunk of Japan. Um, and then they also claim a little bit of it. It's not too much because of um because because of what keeps like happening to countries that claim a bit too much, a bit too fast. So they're probably gonna like be a little bit smart and like barely claim anything. So um then Vietnam here is going to uh it's gonna do some um some exploring in down south as well as inland here. And then South China is actually, you know what? I'll call this one Middle China. um, this Middle China here is gonna it's also gonna do some exploring inland. Same thing with North Korea here. They're also gonna do some exploring inland. Um, and then South China is oh, that was an accident. South China is also gonna do a bit of expanding. There we go. And then Middle China is um also gonna do a bit of expanding. Actually, there we go. And then same thing with North China, but they probably shouldn't get too much land. So considering what happened to them, like both times they tried to expand, so so they're not gonna expand too much. Um, um, and then North Korea is also gonna do a little bit of expanding. There we go. Um, um, what? I'll just make it fall in the river real quick. Um, that is perfect. And then, oh, wrong thing there. There we go. Now they're following the the river here, and I don't know how North's trying to claim that. Um, anyway. Oh, um, that that was a bit of a mistake there. Um. Okay. Anyway, it's fixed now. Um. Um. There we go. Looks a little bit better now. Um. Um. Oh, hush. Um. And then South Korea is South Korea is it's it's gonna claim a little bit more of Japan. Again, though, it's not gonna get too much bigger than it already was. Um, and then uh, and then uh, then the Chinas are um they're also gonna do some exploring. Um, and then you know what? Um, I think um I think I will I think I'll do a war. So um, the Red China is going to declare. Well, I mean, North China is going to declare war on Middle China here, and and then and then they're going to do a little bit good at first, um but um but Middle China is definitely a lot stronger than North China. So North China is going to get pushed back all the way to the border, but um yeah, um it's a it's going to go back and forth here a little bit. Um, until mid until until Middle China is going to until Middle China makes an invasion into North China, and then yeah, it's not doing too well. Uh, uh, North China wasn't doing too well, so yeah. Um, and then so North China just like completely fell there. Um, and then Middle China is also going to declare war on South China. Um, and then South China's gonna basically lose their capital really quickly here. And then, um, and then, yeah, um, yeah. So, um, so Middle China here just basically completely took over the rest of China. Um, um, and then, Now you know what? How about um, how about how about South Korea could invade North Korea here? So the South Korea is a little bit stronger than North Korea, considering they have more land in Japan, and North Korea is a bit smaller than South Korea. So um, South Korea is gonna do like pretty good, like actually really good here. Um, I don't know why. Yeah. Um. Oh, hush. Um. And then. And then. And I will say that they. I will say that they. I will say that they meet. Like. Like at the river here. So. And then. And then South Korea just like kind of like annexes all of that. Um. Um. Okay. Um. You know what? I think. Um. I think that the. I think that the final event in this live stream here will be. Um. Will be Japan um kind of rebelling away from South Korea. And I don't know why they didn't claim that, but now they did. Um, since this basically catches South Korea by surprise, so Japan's gonna do pretty well here. Um, and then South Korea's gonna like push them right back. Um, and it's kind of back and forth here. So um, and like Grizz kind of like well, you know, and then so so they just like um so they're just like kind of like actually you know what so um so South Korea is just like gonna let Japan have its independence. So basically, just like so kind of just um so kind of just like the areas that are built away. So Japan is so Japan's capital will be right here. Um and I think that there would probably be some more major cities now. So, uh, probably just like plop him down where I think there would probably be one. well, there we go. There definitely would not be a major city right here. I don't know why I put that one there. But, um, but yeah, that is gonna do it for episode one of what if civilization started over. Um, and yeah. Bye guys. There we go. Uh, group chat